It's Maddie.
It's Allie.
And it's Kiki.
And
MAK is back.
I changed my hair, so...
I got my nails did today.
I did too, and I got butterflies.
You guys went so spring. Right, so the way that we normally do our concert setup is we all find a person collectively that we would all agree to go see.
Mm-hmm.
We would sit down, we would cost of tickets, cost of gas,
And location.
if we would need overnight or a room to get ready in. Normally we're split costs between two of us. It'll go, we all pay, but we'll have two cards, one for tickets, and for the meet and greets we did a separate card for the meet and greets. So I think meet and greets are on my card, and then I think tickets are on Kiki's. And that doesn't work for everybody. It's got to be something that you and your group are real comfortable with, and with people that you know will pay that money back. I trust these guys. We haven't had any issues, and a lot of the time it's, oh, you bought the meet and greet ticket, I'll buy your actual ticket, so we don't have to Venmo.
We just have a
70
system.
times.
We got a system set up.
I think when you first start looking over costs, definitely plan for your budget. Plan under your budget, realistically, because you need to factor in any drinks, food, merch, or
But
any
also
extras.
the processing fees. So typically we buy our tickets through Ticketmaster, and I know for a couple of our concerts, our processing fees were like $70 to $100.
Yeah. And it will be, not every time, but sometimes if whoever you want to go see, if they have an actual website that sells tickets, your processing fee tends to be lower than if you went through Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek.
My anxiety says I gotta use Ticketmaster because in my heart, I'm like, okay, that's verified. I can see it. I can add it to my Apple Wallet, and we're good.
You know what? Ticketmaster, hear me out. You guys should open a credit card, okay? And if a person has that credit card, they should get lower processing fees. Because I promise you,
Meet and greets, I figured out a way. Somebody told me, little birdie, said if you go on the artist page, you subscribe to their page and do like your email and all of that, like put your social security number in, basically, that you can figure out like concert. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. You can see your concert location, and then it'll show the price for upgrades. So like for the first time we went to Big Time Rush, we went to Columbus, and we didn't see we didn't know. We honestly had no idea. We didn't know that there was like a VIP experience, because a lot of artists don't do that. We see a lot of big name people, like Justin Bieber doesn't do that anymore. I don't know, but I saw it on there, and they had the pricing list available. So at first, all I saw was the $1,000 thing and about had a heart attack, but there's other options.
there's, I think, 5 different levels.
Sometimes buying your tickets early does not always work in your favor. The past 2 concerts we went to, we've been so impulsive with it, and we've managed to get amazing seats for under
$80.
Yeah,
Okay.
phenomenal seats, because I'm not saying that works out every time. There's somebody you really want to see, get that ticket. Don't wait last minute.
Go for it.
But if it's somebody that you're kind of oh, they'd be fun to see, but you're not I have to see them.
Right, wait till it gets a little closer.
I would wait a little bit. And sometimes those tickets drop because a lot of the resellers start to get a little desperate. Because they snatch so many tickets up and then they can't sell them. Now, obviously, Taylor Swift was not the case.
Surprise, Sade!
We have a conference coming up in September
that we'll share with you guys.
You guys are going to have a lot of fun. I might be more excited for this than I think some of the other stuff we have planned coming.
So, for Big Time Rush, there is 4 packages, okay? So we, this time, went to the standard package, which is $259, which I think we ended up paying, what, $275?
Yeah.
And pretty much what you get with that is you get your little lanyard, which makes you feel cool.
Mm-hmm.
You wait in a really long line.
Yeah,
that's the most important part, was the anticipation.
You have to have 4 people in your group. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you have less. We had another girl with us, and she was nice. And then you get 2 pictures with Big Time Rush, and then they all talk to you, though. They all give you hugs and they talk to you, so it's worth it. But you're in there for maybe 5 minutes.
I will say
I feel like it was 10.
Going into your very first run, it's okay to be nervous. Everybody was, I think, freaking out.
I thought I was gonna pee my pants.
But do acknowledge that if you do a simple package, which I don't think is a bad thing to do a base package.
Here's the issue though, is you'll talk yourself up that like, oh, I'm gonna be so cool, it's gonna be fine.
And you get in there and you
lose your shit. Like everything goes to hell, and like you cannot. You're like. You like mentally prep yourself. You're like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna be like, hi, how are you? Like
next package offerage. Is that a word? That is.
Oh, you get a poster too.
Oh yeah, and you get a poster with the Silver Star. So lowest one, Silver Star, it's $259. You get a photo with 3 other people. You get a poster, and obviously you get to meet the boys. Mm-hmm. The Gold Star VIP package, you get a photo by yourself with BTR. You get a tour poster, you get a specialty merch item, and you get your lanyard. That's the Gold Star. Superstar, you get an exclusive pre-show meet and greet. I don't know what that means, but like, cool.
I want to be exclusive.
You get the same solo photo you get in the Gold Star package. You get put in the pre-show huddle with Big Time Rush before they go on the stage. So when Big Time Rush goes quack, 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 you get to do that. The first 3 songs, you get to stand on the side of the stage. And then you get a limited edition tour poster that they all signed. And then you get a lanyard, obviously. And then Superstar, which is the last one was $799, by the way. The highest one is $1,000. It includes all of the other items from the Superstar package, access to the Can't Get Enough lounge, and you pretty much get to hang out with the boys for like, I think, a long time. So waiting in line, the line was hella long.
It was so long.
Which,
and
like,
hot. It was so hot.
It was so hot. We were in Cincinnati.
Wear a tank top underneath if you're wearing a t-shirt over top, so that way
hot.
your t-shirt
I guess it depends if it's inside or outside. But ours was outside.
We were in Cincinnati and it was bad.
We were at Riverbend. So we waited in line we got there at what?
We got there at like 3, cause we
got there around 3, right?
Yeah. We like made sure to get out of the house early for that.
Yes. And I think we ended up meeting the boys around what, like 5?
Yeah, because
we waited in line 2 hours.
With the VIP experience, you're supposed to get like crowd-free shopping at the merch tables, and by the time we had gotten through, the gates were already open. So keep that in mind when picking out what package you want to do. That if you want to get merch, you
need to get a higher package.
You need to either be at the end of the line, you need to be at the very front of the line.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind that they don't let you bring anything in. Obviously, that makes sense. So, like, if you were to buy... No phones.
Unless if you give them a gift, you have to give it to Frank, and then he gives it to...
Right. But the thing is like, if you were to do the pre-sale merch, you have to leave it out there. So then your items are being, like, left at your own, like...
They don't watch it.
They don't watch it, so, like, it's like a risk.
Yeah, this was the only one where I think I legit had somebody dig through my bag. I've never had that happen besides this one. And he was so rude. I don't know if he was hot, but, like, he had yelled at this little kid, and then I was like, don't even look at me.
They were strict on different aspects. Like, they wouldn't let you go back outside and then come back in. And a lot of the things with, like, Worldwide Girl, you make signs because that's what you're supposed to do.
And you cannot bring them in. Unless they were, like, this big.
Well, you couldn't bring them in, but also, like, they say, oh, leave it as like, a size of a sheet of paper, which is fine.
But then all these other girls have big signs.
So it's like, how are you going to let them in with big signs and then us in with small signs?
So we're going to talk about the location. I think is one of your biggest things when picking out a concert that you're going to go to.
And the cost factor of those two.
Now, for example, normally... if we're going out somewhere, I would say long distance, it's probably my car. If it's in or around Ohio, generally we'll be in Allie or Kiki's car. So take account of your mileage. Like, my car full gets like 500 miles.
Mm-hmm. My car doesn't. So Maddie's
more cost savvy.
Now, once again, plan under what you want to spend. I can't stress that enough. If you go in with the mindset that, okay, say you have for Harmon to spend, be like, I'm only spending $250, $275. Right. That gives you that extra money that you've already set aside to use on other things. Because prices at venues vary so hard and so much. Like, at our very first concert, the one place we went to get a drink, it was $15 for a piece for 2 of them, and then when me and Kiki got up to get more drinks, it was $5 for 2 of them. So, you
Yeah, it
know,
was insane.
Yeah, it was
definitely
crazy.
ask around and be like,
'Cause,
where
yeah.
should I go?
At the Shot, because that's where we seen them the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were on the floor, and they had their own little special bar in the back and restrooms, which like loved it. It made life easier. The bar line was maybe we waited 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was nothing compared to the others.
Yeah.
So if you do like for tickets and it's at a venue that has that, take advantage of that.
Yeah, and the drinks were like so much cheaper.
Yeah.
I was like,
Also, food's a no-no at most venues.
Yeah, their food wasn't great. And then also, so like we were, 6 rows back from the front of the stage. Our tickets, I feel like there for floor seats were cheaper than other locations.
oh yeah, I think
Because we spent for a
200
verified,
ish, right?
well, for a verified reseller, like we spent, I think $180 was the ticket price, but then you also have to include like taxes and
right,
service
that's what I'm
fees.
saying.
So, but I mean, floor wasn't bad, but the only issue with getting floor seat tickets, there will be tall people in front of you, and I am an average height queen. I am like
At least you're
shorter
average
side.
height. I'm like 5'2".
I'm 5'4", and I feel like I had a girl in front of me, and no hate.
She was like 6'2".
She was
Not
tall.
really, probably.
No, she was like 5'10" at least, and I'm like, James, I can't see you back there. So then we got lower level seats the next time so I could see better.
A lot of that ties in with location again. With Ohio, not a lot of concerts, and I won't say this for everybody, but you've seen the trend that a lot of them are moving from performing in Columbus, which was like, that was the place that everybody
Wanted to
would
go
hit,
to, yeah.
prefer, and you've seen them start to move out more into these,
Like outdoor venues,
Yeah.
like pavilion style things. Like I know we went to Star Lake Pavilion for posting.
I had never been to a pavilion concert until
ever.
Well-
Yeah, this is the first year for it.
a lot of people switch to those because you can fit so many more people in than you can
Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
if you're not doing like a stadium. Like obviously, Taylor Swift had to have
yeah.
a stadium, like, and that depends too. But location is gonna play a big part into your ticket cost because it's gonna affect your gas, your food, and all that. It's gonna help boost the economy. So lower economies, you tend to find tickets to be a little bit more expensive, or processing fee if you go through a website compared to like a like Ticketmaster.
Fun fact: if you get tickets to a Florida show, they are tax exempt.
So check that stuff out, and safety is a big thing I think we should touch on. Obviously we're all girls. We all carry, I think, self-defense stuff on us. I've taken self-defense classes. I always have.
But you can't, so you are not allowed to take that stuff inside, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
So for like parking, for like just say like, remember you have to pay for that too. Like Star Lake, we had to pay for.
Did we?
Yes.
Riverbend, we didn't.
Riverbend, we did not have to pay
That is
for,
true.
and we did have to pay for the Schottenstein. So I mean, Schottenstein, you at least know you're closer. There's a lot of security around. Burgettstown, like there's security, but like not a whole lot in the parking lot. So like just keep an eye on that. And then
Not a lot of lights out there.
no, it's like super dark and it's like huge fields. So like not much
And
there.
woods. Also, side note, if you had to park, say, really far out, and there's a group of people walking, I know I would, if I saw somebody walking alone, I would be like, come walk with us,
Right.
Try to make that friendship. That's going to help a lot, especially if you're going to a concert alone. If you meet up with people, if you get there early and talk and make friends,
We do
it's
that a
going to
lot.
make a world of difference for you guys.
Also, don't take random food from people or anything that could be.
Why would they ever do that? That's just.
I don't. I'm just
Who did
disclaimer.
that?
Just a disclaimer.
Where did that example come from?
Burgettstown, they want you to like
Tailgate.
tailgate. Like you have cornhole boards, you got pop up tents,
They go
you have all
ham.
that. Yeah,
They
you
go
go
ham.
all crazy.
You need to go to a concert that does that, though. That makes the concert
It made it
10
so
times
much better. But then Riverbend, it was like, you ain't doing that. You ain't bringing nothing in. Sorry, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
But there is more security out there, so like.
They were also in the parking lot.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a bad show because I feel like when we bought tickets, we were closer than what we expected. But then also, it was kind of like, I don't want to carry all this in. I don't want to carry
I
this
think
in.
we ended up going back to the car 2 or 3 times, but
not when we were inside though. We couldn't.
no, while we were waiting in line. I think let's see, staff. I'm normally a big, like, super empathetic to the staff. Riverbend, I could not stand. I think they were one of the worst staff.
The staff was nice out towards, like, where the food and drinks were, but as you got towards, like, the seats and, like, trying to get people to, like, look at because they want you to show them your tickets, which is fine. That's kind of standard, and they were rude. They were rude.
And I don't know if it was the heat, because it was so hot there, guys. But you know, when you're yelling at kids, that was my biggest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is they were
at Riverbend or
do you not remember when the girl had the whole flashlight in our faces for like
yelling
at the little girl behind us?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was on Burgettstown. Sorry. Burgettstown people on the outside was nice, and then towards the seat, they were rude.
Well, Riverbend outside was nice, because when me and you went to get drinks, they were very sweet where we got drinks at, but security, I'll say it that way.
Security was security, because they were not nice.
I was like...
They were not nice. And I will be honest, like, for the VIP, like, experience... When you're waiting, you have to go through security twice, right? So you go through security the first time.
Which is the venue security first.
Venue security first, and they're kind of rude. And then as you get through, like...
Big Time Rush's people are pretty nice.
Yeah, they were pretty nice. The people that were doing, like, your extras and everything else, they were pretty nice.
I love Frank, but he can kind of be a dick. But
it's kind of his job, but then also it's like... I don't know. I got mixed reviews.
I think that plays a part in, like, timing too.
If you're
nobody's
late,
ever on time for anything,
no.
Whether it's the band, whether it's you, be prepared for everything to start like 10 to 30 minutes late. If you want to do the VIP experience, you don't have to spend the money on good seats too. There's really not a bad seat that you can get at some of these concerts.
Some of the pavilions, you just want to make sure you're not too far out.
No, you want to stay more towards the inside.
Middle.
I mean, and I know for, like, the Can't Get Enough tour, even if you sat back by, like, the music stand,
they walk
around. So, like, you're still going to see them. So, like, I guess where we were at for Riverbend...
You know, I really didn't love our seats for Riverbend. I'm not gonna lie. They
were fine. I mean, they were fine because I feel like we were closer than what we expected. But we also did the VIP, so we had to, like, downgrade our seats a little bit. I would have loved to either have been more
section back or section up.
Yeah, either a section back or a section up. But then when we went to Charleston, it was like, okay. So, when we went to Riverbend, we bought verified resale tickets, okay? We did that for Columbus, and we did that for Riverbend. When we went to Charleston, we did not. We actually bought their sell tickets. Yeah, we did not buy a resale ticket from Riverbend. Or not Riverbend, but Charleston. The tickets...
Those are the cheap ones.
The tickets were like, what?
$80?
$80. They were like $80. We sat lower level. At first, I was going to pick floor seats because I was like, oh, floor seats are cool because we could see the guys come through. But I picked, like, right up close as I could to the stage, like, on the very edge of lower level. They were amazing seats. Yeah. Like, I feel like those were our favorite seats that we got because the boys walked right in front of us. We were right there to the stage. We could watch them the entire time.
We had perfect crowd.
There was nobody
that was
super tall.
It wasn't, like, so high up either.
Floor seats aren't always better seats. Keep that in mind. Sometimes
if you're going to do floor seats, at least do, like, first or second row. If not, don't do it. Would you say that, or third row?
I'd say 5.
Really sit down and go over your budget. Especially if you're doing it with a group. We've been lucky, you know, I call them family. We joke that we've adopted each other into each other's families. But you don't want to go to a concert with somebody who doesn't want to be there at the end of the day.
I think overall, like, if you guys have any questions for us too, right now we're just kind of, like, talking. Ask us questions. Like, literally, any questions in the comment. Like, we want to do that interaction with you guys. We love it.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you recommend to wear, actually, since we're on that?
Depends. If it's outside, wear shorts. Do not try to be cute. Unless you have, like, a short outfit. Like, don't try to be cute if you're going to sweat. Just wear a t-shirt and
you're
shorts.
You're going to sweat through
it. It is hot.
Because when I tell you...
If you're at an inside venue, dress up, be cute. Or, like, we dressed up and went cute for Charleston. it was hot, but then it rained. And either way, we were going to be a mess. So it was fine.
I don't know if I would recommend wearing pants.
Unless it's winter.
Unless if it's like a cooler.
Maybe not even then, because it gets real hot.
It gets real hot. And the thing is like with the outdoor concert, it's the humidity. At least up north, it's the humidity for sure that's going to get you. If it's not the heat, it's going to be the humidity. And indoors, I feel like I know with like Schottenstein and Nationwide, it gets really hot inside there. So even then, like I know a couple concerts I've wore like leather pants.
Yeah,
You're going to be miserable. If you're going to bite your tongue, grit your teeth, do it. But if not,
I still love my leather.
Figure it out. It was so freaking hot. It was so hot that like we were so dehydrated by the time we got to the car.
I chugged,
it was so hot.
I think I ended up chugging like 2 water bottles.
Like I was getting
waited
sick
in
by
line
the end
for
of the
2 hours
concert.
and we didn't drink anything because we didn't want to have to pee.
No, but I mean, I was getting like nauseated towards the end of the concert, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And just freaking leave me here.
Yeah, water. I can't stress that enough.
Liquid IV, something. Yeah. And also, I would like to say that we only bought merch once.
They also did give you the option, though. We just didn't take advantage of it. Is you can bring like the squishy water bottles in.
Definitely eat, have snacks, because you're not gonna want to spend that money on food.
Like eat, don't get. I basically so listen. I like those like little snack boxes from Starbucks, and I got like a variation of one, and that's what I ate
because we wanted to be skinny and we didn't.
Also,
it wasn't ideal. I just should have actually ate.
Side note: if you guys are going on a drive with somebody, don't buy pickles to eat and then fall asleep with the bag and juice still in the car.
Why are you looking at me like it?
My car smells like pickles.
No, it wasn't me. I drank the juice.
Well, my car
and
smells
also
like pickles.
Don't eat beef sticks in the car. Don't eat hot Cheetos. Anything that you.
And they weren't beef sticks. They were turkey.
They stink. They stink. Anything that is processed, like.
Oh,
gross.
Okay.
I turned 21 in 4 months.
So we hope you guys enjoyed our venue experience, because we have plenty more venues to talk about that are fun and terrible. And we are out.